All right, what's going on, you guys? This is Indies for the Win. We are back at it. I'm gonna give you guys the scoop about this game. This is a indie gem here to end the year. Probably the last indie I'll play this year. I really still need to put a lot of time into Final Fantasy 15. I'm slacking. I did buy that game, so if you guys want to hear my first impressions, that's coming soon. So stay tuned for that. But today we're going to be talking about FEIST. This is a game from Bits and Beasts. They are a developer from Switzerland, so shout out to them for the code. I got this for PS4, and I beat it in one night. I had to. I was so determined. I was thinking, going into this game, I was thinking it was going to be kind of artsy, maybe along the lines of Limbo a little bit as far as challenge and difficulty. Maybe there would be puzzles, things like that. And to an extent, the stories are kind of similar. I don't really want to give away too much with that. And of course, the art style and side-scrolling platforming, that can be compared to games like Limbo or Inside. But the difficulty is much higher in this game. It's a very challenging game, and a lot of it has to do with the physics. The physics are very complex in this game, very, very detailed, very, very precise, and I couldn't help but just be impressed by that. This might be the best physics I've seen in a game, at least in recent memory. I know Inside was pretty good, it had its moments, but this game has it all around, in the enemies, in the movement, in the jumping, in the carrying items, throwing items. I mean, everything in this game has to do with the physics, and that's what you need to master to be successful. It's not like a Dark Souls or something like that, where you come across enemies and they're doing the same thing over and over. They're pacing the same way, they're in the same corner, they pop out at a certain time. It's not like that, of course. The enemies in this game are very unpredictable in the movement, how they attack you. If you do something even remotely different, they do something completely different. So it's like every encounter is different. And not only that, enemies aside, just moving around in this game and trying to get to higher places can be difficult at times. There's moments in the game where I had to jump onto a box that was hanging by a rope, and I had to move my body to move the momentum and make it swing. That way I can get to a higher ledge. It sounds easy, right? You're thinking, well, you just move left to right, no big deal. But it's really not that easy, because if you're slow about it, if you're too aggressive about it, or you just come at it the wrong way and you don't move the weight right, it just doesn't work. There were times where I was very, very frustrated because I couldn't get something to move. And no matter how much I tried, it would take forever because I just wasn't doing it right. And so that requires a lot of patience. And going into this game thinking, oh, it's going to be easy and artsy and all this and that, I wasn't really prepared to have a lot of patience. I can be bad with patience. Let me just tell you guys that. So that doesn't mean the game is bad. It just means that I don't have the patience. When I go into a game like Bloodborne or Dark Souls, I'm already set up and prepared to be patient. But games like this, where I'm not expecting it, and it's required of me just all of a sudden, it's like, okay, I didn't expect this. I don't know about this. And I was kind of getting mad. I was getting frustrated. But it just goes to show me that these physics and everything that's going on in this game is just damn good. I couldn't help but appreciate it and be impressed by it. I think the more frustrated I got and the more I failed at things, it just made me even more impressed. So definitely keep your eye on the physics in this game and just how detailed they are, and how every little move and every little failure and every little bad move just makes a huge difference, and it could just change the whole game. It can change the whole situation, And beyond that, you can see for yourself, the graphics are really nice, the art style is very unique, and even the sound effects, they complement the game really well. There were times where it was kind of eerie and kind of quiet at times, and I didn't hear every single thing because I didn't have a headset on and my TV wasn't that loud, but from what I heard, it did complement the game really well. What else can I tell you guys? Let me just give you the general info. This game is coming to PS4 and Xbox One on Tuesday, December 13th for $10, which isn't bad. I do think it's worth it. Of course, it's kind of easy for me to say since I did get a code, but even if I didn't, I think I would put $10 up for this game, especially knowing how difficult it is. I think knowing that going in would get me more intrigued and more interested. So if that's what you're into and you like the art style and you like these kind of platformers that are side-scrolling and kind of, you know, along the likes of Limbo and games like that. If you're into that kind of stuff, I think this game would definitely be for you. And that's pretty much it. I wanted to make this video quick. I just wanted to give you guys the quick info on this game. I don't know if I'm going to do a full review. If I do, it's probably going to be at sheattack.com because I got to do some work there for this game. I'll probably do it there. That's what I'm thinking. I should review this game. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, Final Fantasy 15 impressions coming soon. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think about FEIST and if you're interested in it or if you've played it or if you're planning to play it. Let me know in the comments section. Once again, thank you guys, and I will catch you in my next video. Peace.